All right, this next trailer is for a movie called Spy Intervention. I don't recognize any of the names here in the title. Doesn't mean I haven't seen them before, just their names haven't stuck in my head as anybody that I can put a face to. This sounds like it's going to be like a action sort of type of movie just based on the title. So let's check it out and see.
I work in cardboard. I work in cardboard. Sell cardboard boxes.
Okay.
I thought I'd always be a spy. Life was pretty carefree until I met you.
Like a little comedic.
Until I met you.
So you can't wait. So you can't wait. Go out, assume your cover, sell cardboard boxes.
Don't hesitate to call back and ask for cardboard.
Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team.
What are you gonna tell me next? What are you gonna tell me next? That drinking domestic.
Why is this aspect ratio 4:3? That's a little...
Domestic beer.
It switches back and forth.
I would stay like this forever. I would stay like this forever.
Stock of this league. Stock of this league. What dinner party? What dinner party? What? We are.
Oh. Oh, okay. So.
This is an intervention.
My life is
We know
great.
you're miserable.
My life
Your life
is
sucks.
Your life sucks.
We believe he's trying to acquire. We believe
Oh
he's
my
trying to
goodness.
acquire the range for a weapon. There's arrange for you to come back for this one mission.
You want me to pretend to be married to someone else?
It's your job.
What's happening? He's having an affair. What's happening? He's having an affair.
Dude.
Can't just
Horror.
spy on the guy. Can't just spy on the guy.
Yes, you can.
You're not ruining my dinner party just because I'm
Oh no. Oh my gosh.
She's not his wife. This is his wife. She's not his wife. This is his wife.
There's definitely differences.
This okay.
Who wants a nightcap? Who wants a nightcap?
Oh my god.
All right. All right.
I work in
Oh,
cardboard.
stop.
I work in
Okay.
cardboard.
So, February. Okay. So one thing I noticed that I did mention while it was playing, why the heck were they switching back and forth between 4:3 and 16:9? That was really, starting to distract me. And I don't know if that was done intentionally or what that was all about. But if somebody has any idea, can you let me know? Because I haven't seen 14:3 in a movie in a long time, like any, the movies of today. So the fact that they were doing that, made me think maybe it was intentional, but I don't know why they would choose to do something like that. Another thing that this seems to be sort of like based on what I observed in the trailer, this seems to be kind of like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith all over again. It looks like his wife is maybe also in the business and he doesn't know. So it feels like it's a bit of a ripoff of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Now, that's not necessarily a big complaint because this movie looks fun. And I will watch it whenever it comes across my streaming service. I won't go see it in theaters. I doubt it's even going to really come to theater to a theater where I am, or that it's even going to have a wide release. But it looks like fun. It's something that I would check out because it's got a combination of action sort of thriller type stuff. And yes, there's comedy mixed in, and I don't mind comedy when it's mixed with other stuff like that. So This looks like something that would be worth checking out. I still didn't really recognize anybody in the trailer, so maybe I've seen them in other stuff, but they just haven't noticed them as an actor. If so, like maybe it was just somebody that I saw in something and they're, just kind of went right over my head as far as who they were. That happens a lot. Sometimes I'll watch I'll watch movies and not really, and I'll see actors in movies like years back, but then not remember or realize that that was them in the movie, because at the time I wasn't noticing them as an actor, if that makes sense. That's happened several times with a bunch of different actors that I'm aware of now. So that might be the case with these people. Anyway, the trailer itself was a little bit more than 2 minutes long. I was starting to feel that it was getting long, but around the time that I was feeling that, the trailer wrapped up. So, you know, if it had gone on much longer beyond my initial, okay, feels like it's getting a little on up there, it might would have started to agitate me a little bit at that point. But I never reached that. I just was aware, okay, this feels like it's gone on a bit. But that's not really a complaint per se, just something that occurred to me right as it was happening. But I'm going to check this out. Let's see what it says here. I think I went to the original source. Yeah. See if they say anything about where it's going to be released, or no, it doesn't say. So, well, I mean, it says like February, but that doesn't tell me much of anything. It doesn't tell me, I don't know, is it going to come to theaters first? Is it going to go straight to streaming? This doesn't look like something that's a super high, hugely high budget film. So, I mean, it didn't necessarily look bad. It just, I could tell that a crap ton of money had not been poured into it. But though I'm sure it was probably quite a bit of money, because it's not cheap to make a movie, really any type of movie, not cheap at all. So, for the most part. Anyway, I can't really think of anything else to add to this, but if I get around to watching it, or when I get around to watching it, I'll come back here and leave a comment or so. I doubt this will be anything that will motivate me to want to make a video review or something like that, but certainly I'll come back and share my thoughts after I've seen it. Okay, I think that one is it for now, you guys. I'm going to wrap this up. I got to get back to work. Bye.